2025 has been an insane year all around. Crazy things happened. I think most recently the Jeffrey Epstein files were released and they were all blacked out. Besides that, what are some other news from the year? I can't remember. Either way, today we're going to be checking out a recap of every single thing that happened throughout the year so we can give ourselves, you know, a good summary of what happened. Today we're going to be checking out an absolute movie from our boy Tommy NFG, bro. 2025 timeline. This is an hour long. So I got a good old little bit of iced coffee left over here. Get cozy, grab a blanket. This is going to be a long one. Also, do not expect crazy editing on this video, okay, bros? Let's not waste any more time and check out the annual Tommy NFG 2020 timeline. Let's see what happened this year.
Sorry, I had to take a drink because this year's been a lot. 2025 is officially over. This year for me,
technically, there's some days left, right? About 9 days.
Out of all the 2020s has felt as close to 2020 as can be. As in a world event happening every month with a mix of dumb brain rot memes to distract us from it. You know how this goes. I thought I would do a timeline on everything that happened this year that we actually cared about. Because a lot of these timelines and recaps every year are trash or boring to me. We cover in the juicy politics, pop culture, memes, social media, entertainment like always.
Damn, I forgot this happened. The LeBron James Kai Cenat stream, bro. Wait, was 2025 that terrible for you guys? He said like 2025 is like the last time we had a vibe of COVID, bro. Yeah, 2025, I don't know. I feel like it wasn't all that bad for me. I mean, I did hit 100K twice. Shout out to you guys, okay, on the main channel. I got it in March. And then on this channel, I'm probably going to hit it by like tomorrow or the next day, which counts as the same year, right? So, hey, man, couldn't have done it without every single one of you guys. Amazing, beautiful supporters. Thank you for making my 2025 spectacular.
So without further ado, let's go over the 2025 timeline. January 2025. We start off the year with it officially being the first year Gen Beta.
When did Beta? Oh my gosh, bro. They are finished.
Beta babies are being born in. And their generation will go from January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2039. Which means this generation is the main generation Gen Z's kids are gonna come from.
Okay.
Yeah, these kids are totally
It will be the first generation being mainly raised by kids who grew up with the internet. So to my fellow Gen Zers, can we agree on at least 3 rules?
Okay, let's hear it.
No iPads no matter
what.
Number 2, no parenting, but no super harsh.
Facts. We're not spanking our children. We're not, you know, hitting them. We're not being like, fucking death. We are going to be taking away their toys, their devices, and we are going to be grounding them, bro.
Abusive boomer type of parenting. And number 3, no politics to the kid and let them just be kids. If I see one of y'all post some like this with your kids, I'm blocking you.
Everybody's been freaking out lately about the Epstein emails. Does anybody know something? People act like they finally got Trump, even though there's still no actual evidence.
This dude's been in the world for a cool like 3.5 months. What do you have any business talking about these type of topics?
Just the same nothing burger with extra seasoning.
Boy, if you don't get your squiggly diggly head.
Funny thing is, in the future, I know for a fact I'll see each type of these kids and know exactly how they were raised.
Facts.
Mr. Beast officially gets engaged to his girl in Mr. Beast merch. Come on.
Congratulations. I mean, did anybody care? Actually, no, we love this. Mr. Beast. Yo, Mr. Beast. If you're watching this video somehow, put me in a video, bro. Please. Thank you.
Come on, Jimmy. We couldn't at least do the marriage without promoting Feastables. Apple agrees to pay $95 million to settle a Siri privacy lawsuit. And as long as you own a Siri-enabled device from 2014 to 2024, you can get a whopping $20 per device. Also, something to note is that $95 million is about 9 hours of profit for them, so I guess we take our wins where we can. Give me my 20.
I mean, $20, that's a Chipotle bowl per device, too. Like, some of y'all, wait, I have a Mac, I have an iPhone, and then do AirPods count? I have a couple of them busted up ones, shoot. Yo, that's a few Chipotle bowls, you know, some Mickey D's. I mean, I can't complain.
The Breaking Bad house gets listed as the owner is officially ready to sell it. She definitely got mad at all the YouTubers and TikTokers trying to film it. Every day she was crashing out at somebody pulling up to her house. And it's going for
They're probably throwing freaking pizzas on it, bro. Have y'all seen Breaking Bad? Amazing show. Beautiful.
a wonderful, cheap and affordable $4 million, which is 10 times the amount it actually should cost. But with something that historical, I say it's worth the price. Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, officially resigns, mainly due to being highly unpopular in the country. But in the end, he bagged Katy Perry, so
who the hell is this guy, bro? Okay, whoever he is.
So who's really winning? California gets devastated by a round of wildfires, which burned about 57,000 acres or 9.
Damn, this was in January, bro. The crazy part is I was like right here. So, cause y'all do know, bro, I'm from California, okay, born and raised, been here for damn near my entire life. I was literally in LA while the fires happened, bro. But I was on like the more south side, so I felt the crazy winds, and I was like, damn, this feels stronger than usual. It's a little chilly out here, you know? I look at the news, and everything's freaking blazing inferno, bro.
Square miles of land. And for some reason, they were just unprepared for it completely.
Yeah.
Like, they ran out of water so fast. How the f are y'all the highest tax state and don't have prepared? If my house
All right, bro, just stop dissing, okay? Now, you want to get political, you know, we sliding for California, all right?
got burned down, I would have took my bags and immediately left to another state to never come back.
Yeah.
Tom Holland and
Even besides that, bro, I feel like California as a whole should be prepared for wildfires, bro. This is like the most wildfire-prone state in the freaking country, bro. What's going on?
Zendaya get officially engaged. Trump gets sentenced to 0 jail time over his 34 felony convictions. Sometimes
Crazy.
you gotta give respect on how the f he even ends up getting away with this. It would have been so funny seeing him trying to be president from a
34 felonies, bro. Mind you, there's some black dude in prison right now rotting away because he smoked freaking marijuana in the wrong state, bro. And Mr. Trump gets away with 34 felonies, bro. Crazy work. It's the government, I guess.
It would have been so funny seeing him trying to be president from a jail cell, though. NASA announces that 2024 was officially the hottest year on record, surpassing 2023, which is said every year. Do we even need a statement on this anymore? Bonnie Blue breaks the record for the most men slept with in 12 hours, being 1,057 men.
I think I speak for everyone, bro. I'm gonna be the one to break this record, bro. 1,057 men, bro. I'm gonna hit 1,058 men, okay?
And according to her account, she had to hire 16 staff for it, and only took in the 12 hours 6 minutes of breaks. Yeah, I believe
Holy.
this as much as I believe Epstein ended himself in that cell. Bonnie Blue probably turned a lot of non-religious people religious this year because the amount of depravity was wild.
Yeah.
Sadly, the way the world works, there will be someone who comes along eventually that is worse than her. Red 40, aka some would say the miracle powder sent officially gets banned in America, and companies have until 2027 to change it. Almost every country has had it banned for years or decades by now, by the way, but a win is a win? South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol gets arrested on charges for trying to start an insurrection when he randomly imposed martial law in the country. See, I'm
What the hell?
American, so I didn't know you can actually go to jail for things like this. Is that how things are usually supposed to work? The earliest evidence of a human transportation vehicle gets found in New Mexico. It's assumed to be about 22,000 years old, and this is the potential sketch scientists have come up with. Nah, it was actually this, but can you imagine? TikTok
What the hell was that, bro? Is that supposed to be some transportation? What?
shuts down in America on the night of January 8th,
Oh.
2025. The unemployed were scrambling at what they were gonna do with their time. Gooners raided the White House in rage of their goons going away. And worst of all, you can no longer watch Tommy and FG's TikToks when he uploads on there once a month. Only
Facts.
for 12 hours later, it to be unbanned and everything to go back to normal. This ban
That was so, like, such a generational pump fake, bro. The one thing I will say about TikTok being banned, bro, there's so many jobs that go away with that. Like, bro, aside from all the gooners and the weird people on TikTok or whatever, people make a living on TikTok from selling things, from making content, so that just destroys an entire revenue of income.
was the equivalent of the Weenie Hut Jr.'s ride in SpongeBob. And of course, I had to pop up with a message thanking the savior of TikTok,
Oh,
the
yeah.
one and only Donald Trump.
Like as if he like stabbed the floor like freaking like Thor with his hammer or Gandalf from Harry Potter. Was Gandalf even a Harry Potter character or is that a freaking Hobbit character, Lord of the Rings? I don't remember, bro. No, it was Harry Potter. He did not do this by himself, bro.
Even though he wanted it banned a couple of years ago, I guess
Oh.
the boomer got intel that he's got his own Glazers on there too. And speaking even more of Trump, he officially gets sworn into the American presidency, making him the 47th president. In his second and final term as constitutionally possible. Just kidding. It's the year 2036 and Trump is officially serving his fifth term as president. Winning in a 99% landslide with no tampering proven by a team of people he
Give like 5 years, bro. He's probably not even gonna be able to spit out a coherent sentence, bro. He's getting older, bro.
chose to pick. That's a joke, by the way, guys. Hopefully. Also, the inauguration went pretty normal, I would say. Typical presidential things with leaders from both political parties present. Nothing off
Okay.
at all, and we can move on from this because it was totally normal.
Or was it? Yo, I remember this, bro. It's so funny because he was like freaking Trump's best friend, and then all of a sudden, like a week later, I hear he got like taken out of the presidential cabinet or whatever, and he was heated, freaking dissing Trump on Twitter. Brief intermission. If you're enjoying the video so far, please make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button. As you can see, we are at 99,096 subscribers. We are less than 1,000 away from that 100K.
The Gulf of Mexico gets renamed to Gulf of America, which for some reason was the top of priority first day. Netflix raises all of its subscription prices, as they do every year in a greedy manner, with the standard price going from $15 to $18 a month. And the
I think I speak for all of us when I say we don't use Netflix anymore. We use online sites that are clearly paid, and we pay for them. We pay everything for, you know, movies, TV, sports, streaming. We pay for all that.
price going from $23 a month to $25. Luckily for me, my costs have gone from $0 a month to $0 a month. I mean, I watch everything in as legal of an avenue I can, but just know I can't give you the sites I watch on.
See, bro, knows exactly what we're talking about, bro.
Kanye West officially becomes a billionaire again. And not only 1 billion, but 2.7
Damn.
billion. Some things are guaranteed in life. Oxygen, taxes, and Kanye becoming a billionaire again no matter how much he digs himself in a hole. New York, for the first time in 30 years, has no shootings for 5 days.
Damn.
Sad that we have to celebrate things like this, but
5 days, so that means on the 6th day there was a shooting. Okay, well, we gotta take the wins where we can get them.
the standard we've reached now. Nvidia loses 589 billion.
Hold on, screw the $1 billion. This jacket kind of fire though, bro.
Dollars stock value in a day, making it the largest stock loss in a day in US history. This was due to DeepSeek, a Chinese competitor, making a similar AI to the rest for not even close to how much US companies spend. That AI bubble is hitting a real clock, and one way or another, it's coming down. The Weeknd releases his album Hurry Up Tomorrow, selling 490,000 copies first week and becoming
Bro, who's gonna be the one to say it, bro? The Weeknd is like low-key, bro, overrated, bro. I don't know. Something about his music just feels like too like mall, Fashion Nova, Forever 21 music, like Macy's, freaking H&M music. Like some songs are banging like The Hills, but the new stuff, I don't know, it feels too commercial.
one of the highest sold albums of the year. The memes of this month were things like Elon Musk salute, the Goonaside, I've played these games before, dog closing eyes, and unemployment guy. February 2025. Trump releases the start of the US trade war, hitting Canada with a 25% tariff and a 10% tariff on energy imports, hitting Mexico with a 25% tariff on all their imports, and China with a 10% tariff on top of what was already on it. Throughout this whole year, the whole tariff thing can be best described as a toxic relationship where one person runs back every time. With Trump, it's basically
Didn't the tariffs like get removed and then brought back and then removed and brought back? What was the point of even doing all that?
do now then figure out what actually gets up, pull out, or getting some type of gift or crown from a country, then dropping the tariff immediately on the country. I can't even put in this video what country and what day they may have been tariffed because it'll be too much. Luka Doncic, who is one of the top NBA players right now, gets randomly traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Lakers. I'm not
If you are a basketball fan, greatest thing to ever happen, especially if you're a Lakers fan like me, okay? Shout out to freaking the Mavericks, man.
even a big basketball fan like this, but the way this shook up social media for the day was crazy. And it was even worse considering they traded for a player that's considered utterly washed now. Like for y'all that
No,
don't
no. He's not utterly washed, bro. He's just injury prone, bro.
get it, LeBron James and one of the top young NBA players are now on the same team. It's basically like having Kakashi and Naruto tag team on a fight. People were making up allegations saying it had to be some form of witchcraft for someone to pass this deal. Luka himself didn't even know it was gonna happen. You could see people stop everything in their tracks just to react to this.
That can't be real.
I can't remember where I was when this happened, bro, but it was crazy.
No, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real. No way. It's not real. Put it. No way.
That's
Because
funny.
why would you trade Luka? He's 25 years old, the face of the Mavericks. He has put that team on his back.
You know it was so huge because people who don't even really talk basketball are freaking talking like freaking Moist Critical. What do you know about hoops, pick and rolls, Spain pick and rolls, freaking? Y'all probably don't even have any idea what I'm talking about either, bro. Just know I know ball, okay?
He is a spring chicken in his prime.
This has to be like the FBI, right?
What?
No. This has to be like the Federal Bureau of Intelligence.
To this day, people still don't know why this trade happened and everyone got used to it. Kanye had one of the worst crash outs in his history of crash outs.
Really?
And that's saying a lot if you know his
Facts, bro. This is the worst one.
You hear about slavery for 400 years? For 400 years? That sounds like a choice.
Oh, damn. Nah, but what he meant was like slavery in the mind, guys. Like he was slave to his thoughts and his personality and his lustful desires and things. I don't even know how to justify this. Why am I even trying to justify this? He fell off anyways. His music is mid too. Okay, his old music was bangers, not the new ones though.
On the night of February 6th, 2025, 9:03 p.m., Kanye decided to start off with the words, "Free Puff." Throughout the next week of him tweeting, he decided to make a tweet worse than the last. Tweeting, "I'm a
Oh my god.
now what Virgil." Virgil, by the way, was one of his best friends in the industry before he died of cancer.
But Kanye clearly has like mental issue though, right? Like not to excuse his behavior, but if you're not taking your meds, maybe this is what happens,
He
bro.
was making fun of his friend who died of cancer. And to end it off, he tweeted to everybody that this was supposed to be some sort of social experiment.
Nah,
buddy,
bro.
you ain't Mr. Beast, alright? We could have came up with a
Social experiment, bro. That's like some 2016 stuff. I ain't trying to hear that, bro.
excuse. It didn't even matter though, because right after that he tweeted, I don't like that I said social experiment. I tweeted everything I felt and I'm not fixed nothing. Everyone. He also somehow managed to air a Super Bowl ad while the Super Bowl was happening. Not everywhere, but in a couple places, which is still crazy because who the hell gave this clearance?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I spent like all the money for the commercial on these new teeth. So once again, I had to shoot it on the iPhone.
Teeth, bro, it looks like a mouth guard.
As of now, Kanye's tweets are all deleted and we'll be waiting until the villain returns back as he usually does. The Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl in their second ever win. Overcoming the Taylor Swift rigging, it was really a win for all of humanity. Kendrick Lamar's halftime show became the most watched in history with 133 million viewers.
Damn.
Apple and Google bring back TikTok to their app stores for people to finally be able to download it again after the ban, which is
Everybody who deleted it, bro, that was funny because they were like crashing out like, oh, where's my TikTok? It's back, it's back. They deleted it like the day after it got banned for a couple hours or whatever. Goofy.
Because everyone that kept it downloaded was able to use it after the ban got lifted. But if you deleted the app, you had to still wait for the app stores to put it back up. Lazy for the win. I got apps on my phone for years I haven't used. Elon Musk has his 13th child with political commentator Ashley St. Clair.
He has 13? He's that much of a baby daddy?
Probably could ask Elon to name all 13 of his children and he couldn't do it. The only time you're good to Elon is when he can flex you around as a prize when you're 3 and 4. Now he's beefing with her, and I think he has beef with all of his baby mamas. With her alleging she had to sell her Tesla just to be able to take care of their child. There's to make 40K a year who defend people like Elon, by the way. The inventor of Nutella sadly passed away, giving all of Americans diabetes with his invention. We truly do thank you for your service.
Facts.
Apple removes its safety features in the UK after their government required it. The reason the UK government did it is to combat crimes and stating that criminals use it because they're protections. I'm sure.
Wait, no, bro. I'm still processing the fact the guy who made Nutella died, bro. Damn, man. Nutella's an amazing invention. I know I'm like reacting late to it, but like this is a delayed reaction or whatever. For like, damn, do y'all really feel like the pain of that? Rest in peace to a legend.
People's data won't be tampered with and won't get hacked by a foreign entity to be abused. SpongeBob becomes the longest running animated children's show in history. It beat Arthur, which aired for 25 seasons.
Wait, is this American history or are we counting anime? Because anime, I feel like there's one that's longer. Maybe unless I'm tripping.
2022. It would have been better if they ended the show like 10 years ago though. Friedrich Merz wins Germany's elections to become chancellor. Trump announces the gold card, a visa that wealthy foreigners and basically anyone who can cough up 5 mil can get to get a path to citizenship. I got it for free. It sucks to suck for them. And you could just tell by the look of the card that Trump 100% designed it by himself. A Japanese professor comes up with a calculation that according to trends now, Japan will only have 1 child in 695 years.
Damn.
Which means we'll no longer have Japanese food. We'll no longer
No. I got this, guys. I got this.
Anime. And worst of all, no more maid cafes. Someone's gotta stop this horror. It's only
Yo, has anybody watched this video been to a maid cafe before? I've never been, obviously. Like, I feel like that's such a goofy thing to go to. Let me know in the comment section what the experience is like, bro. What do you even do there? Did you just get a coffee like a normal coffee shop and the people are just acting like they're not like dressed weird or what? How does it go? But I will be the one to teach everybody how to make Japanese food as a half Japanese individual, bro. I got this.
Get worse. I'm volunteering to step up. The plan I would come up with there is everyone gets 2 years off except the essential workers, so things still run. And you all gotta have a baby within these next 2 years to help the population survive.
Damn.
The memes of this month were things like Cave Diver, Artists Who Can't versus Kensing, Gulf of America, and Aura Farming. March 2025.
Okay.
John Cena turns heel in the WWE for the first time, meaning his character goes from hero to villain. This was big considering he's been known as John Cena, the guy who takes pics with Make-A-Wish kids all the time. So with him now, instead, we'll see him give those kids RKOs.
Am I the only one who stopped watching the WWE after we found out it was fake, bro? I used to love a dude named freaking Triple H and Edge. Not because of edging or anything like that. I just thought Edge was a cool dude. But then after I found out it was fake, bro, I was like, oh, I can't watch this no more, dude. Oh, no.
Trump gives the longest State of the Union speech in United States history, being 1 hour and 40 minutes. This is how I know my ass could not be in government, because I'd probably be dead sleeping after 30 minutes of listening to that. Scientists create a hydrogel that can heal cuts 90% in 4 hours.
Damn.
And fully done in 24 hours.
Really? So for all our people who were contemplating, you know what? I was about to make a joke about people who are depressed, but let me not do that. That's kind of offensive.
Really got to be thankful for the times we were born in, because by the time most of us are old, we're gonna have diseases and things resolved that we wouldn't even have thought was possible 50 years ago. Could you imagine being born a bit early and telling a doctor in the 1500s you had a headache and they drilled a hole Ritalin to relieve the pain. Then gave you meth mixed with...
Hey, they would do this in this Chrome Hearts ass fit, bro. Rick Owens down. And then they'll put a hole in your head, like as if they were doing some real, like, ancient, real medicine, bro. Goofiest stuff ever.
Coke as a painkiller. A lot of people would still voluntarily go back with those. We don't know when this is gonna come out because it's still in its testing phase. Just know that all the scientists are gonna randomly die the night before releasing it due to mysterious circumstances.
Oh.
Playboi Carti's album I Am Music officially drops. The
greatest thing to ever come out in the year.
Most anticipated rap album of the year, and I would say the century. For anyone that listened to it the morning it came out, you were all good and it went smooth. For anyone that stayed up to listen at midnight,
this was the worst album drop experience in history.
I was streaming that night to listen, and never in my life have I seen an artist delay his album on the release night 4 times.
Bro, I was up watching the freaking Kai Cenat stream, trying to see when he was gonna drop it, bro. It felt like I was like a kid again, bro. It was crazy.
You know, of the album drop, he was calling Kai Cenat and doing this.
Hey man, I love y'all niggas like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love y'all like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown in here. Like, I ain't no mystery shit. But like, I just like to be by myself. You know what I'm saying? I got too much swag. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just give me swag away. So I just...
What's the?
I got too much swag.
What's the estimate? What they talking about, Cardi?
What about? They talking about? Shit, I bet.
For 4 years of wait time, you would expect this to be like the Thriller of rap. A lot of people thought it was good, but they still liked his other albums better. I mean, even Google has it at a 63%. It sold 298,000 first.
I thought the album was pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's not his best, but it's pretty good.
Week, but Cardi said it's actually 320,000 because they didn't include physicals and digital sales. And he might be right because so far it's the most sold rap album this year. Gas prices hit a 4-year low in America. NASA astronauts who were stranded in space for 9 months officially make it back to Earth after a save mission. They were supposed to be in space for 8 days, but due to technical issues, NASA had to keep delaying it, which somehow got delayed to 9 months. One of them could have had a kid and bring it back to Earth when you really think of it. NASA, y'all get way too much of my tax money to be fumbling this. Like, come on. And out of all companies, SpaceX was the one to send the capsule to bring them back. This might be the only W thing Elon has done this whole year. Finland gets ranked as the world's happiest country for the 8th year in a row. The World Happiness Report includes satisfaction, trust, social support.
How does Finland do it, bro? I seen a video like, oh, Finland has became the happiest country ever. What do? They just not have crime?
And freedom. Some other countries to note is the US being in 24th, right next to the UK being in 23rd, Israel being in 8th. I guess it's easy when you don't care about the people right next to you getting 5 bombs dropped on them an hour. And the last country that barely made the top 25 is Belize, which is crazy considering Belize's population is around 420,000.
Wait, America is top 25 in happiness in the world? Is that true? I guess.
Original Family Guy pilot finally gets found. And everyone oddly looks different colors and Quagmire looks like this. Would have been better if they kept him looking like a typical normal guy and not—
They should have kept his chin bigger, bro.
The freak we know now. NBA YoungBoy gets released from prison. Some say the day this happened, the Atlanta streets roared with thunder. YNs got ready to put on the tightest black jeans they could find on Shein. Nike Techs got
It's not even Atlanta, bro. It's just YNs everywhere, bro. All across the country, they were summoned like a summoning jutsu, bro.
Blown off and dusted off, ready to serve at YoungBoy's will. So far, he's managed to not do anything arrestable in a year, which to me shows he's changed and perfectly sane in the streets. Aiden Ross gets unbanned on Twitch after 2 years of being banned. Doesn't seem like he'll stream on there anytime soon, and if he's gonna keep acting like his kick self, he'll probably get banned forever if he does anything. Memes of this month were things like Italian brain rot, Ashton Hall morning routine, JD Vance Photoshop, and the 2025 meme drought.
That was a thing? 2025 meme drop? I do remember the Ashton Hall stuff. That shit was hilarious, bro. He would like stop time for like a second while he's in the pool or whatever.
2025. US freedom finally liberates the country again when Trump launches sweeping tariffs on every country. Doesn't matter if you're a country that's a friend, doesn't matter if you're a country that only has penguins on it and no humans. I'm actually not joking, that's a country that got tariffed. As long as you existed on this god green earth, you were hit with a tariff. Countries were finally gonna pay their dues to the US. And ignore every leading expert who's been studying this for decades.
Yeah, bro, tariffs, this whole like method was not gonna work, bro. There was a whole thing I saw. Basically, it's like trickle-down economics, whatever, and they were saying, oh yeah, like, don't worry if you just do this and do that, whatever, raise prices, whatever. In America, let's just say you want to make iPhones in America, it would cost a whole lot more, things like that, you know?
This would cause economic disaster and consumers are the only ones who actually pay it. The US needs its revenge. Over 96 countries on this day were hit with a tariff.
Goddamn, bro.
have different rates. In total now, the US has a tariff on a total of 157 countries. Some overtime got removed, some overtime got increased. It really depends on his mood on a certain day. If you give him a crown, negative 1,000% tariff. But if you talk very meany, 1,000% plus increase. Eminem becomes a granddad after his daughter has a baby boy, which is amazing and congrats, but can someone just tell him to hang it up now?
Bro, Eminem is, bro, I don't want to be the one to say it, but bro, the bars are corny, bro.
Minecraft movie releases. Even though it was pretty trash and people were hating on it from the start, memes might have been the thing that single-handedly saved this movie from flopping. People were dressing up as Minecraft characters to watch it in theaters. People were blatantly destroying movie theaters for a meme.
Oh yeah, I remember that, bro. I don't know why. I never really saw too much of it, but I remember hearing like people were destroying theaters for this Minecraft movie.
Silence for all the movie theater employees that had to experience that for a whole weekend.
Chicken jockey.
Like, bro. Bro, imagine being the one who has to clean this up, dude.
Drake passes the Beatles to become the artist with the most weeks charting on the Billboard 200, with his albums charting for 3,348 weeks so far. The Beatles are washed anyways. Their last album was in 1970. Meanwhile, Drake is dropping new bangers every year like Mi Padre.
I want to meet your madre, pay my respects to your padre.
For the first time in US history, women over 40 and older are now having more babies than teen moms.
Okay.
I'm kind of concerned on two things.
What?
Concerned at the fact that women can no longer afford to be able to even have kids in their mid-20s and 30s anymore.
True.
And I'm also concerned at how the was the teen pregnancy rate that high?
That's what I was thinking too, bro. Both of those concerns, bro. The teen pregnancy rating being that high to the point where 40-year-olds are having more kids. Now, finally, like, about time.
Dudes in the 60s, 70s, and 80s did not do age checks. I know a lot of this shift is mainly due to more women having careers now with better fertility treatment, but no one can deny affordability. Like, I don't see myself having kids in my 20s or even early 30s. The Chinese yuan...
Low-key early 30s, I see myself, bro. Like 35, below 35-ish. I feel like after that, there's no way I don't have one, bro.
To the lowest rate it's been in 18 years. Mainly due to the trade war it was having with the US, and they definitely were not prepared. Japan introduces a 4-day work week to over 160,000 government employees to...
Did this work? I never really heard of this, but crazy part is during this time, I was literally in Japan at this time. And that was when I was in Japan, bro, I was watching the news, right? And they were talking about the tariffs that Trump was hitting. It was pretty funny, bro.
Improve work-life balance. And according to the stats I have here, 0 people took the days off. Man, they sure do love working themselves to death there. I'm obviously joking.
Bro, it's just like the freaking work culture, I guess.
But this was one of their biggest implementations of their 4-day work week policy so far. They say it's supposed to help with birth rates and get more young men out there.
It should.
But the country of dudes that be so freaked out, they by law require phones to have the shutter sound on to prevent creeps from taking upskirt pics. It might take more than that to fix this problem.
Yeah.
While we're talking about Japan, researchers...
Bro, facts, though. I feel like nobody really talks about that or not enough, bro. Japanese dudes be creepy, bro. It's not like all amazing save all the time. You know, if you're a girl, bro, be careful, bro. Like, people do upskirting all the time. They... Like, the fact that you need to have a shutter sound on an iPhone because it happens so much, that goes to show, bro, people be freaking perverted out there too, bro. Don't think that, like, you're going to anime land, everything's perfect. No, there's danger. There's a red light district. There's a place where you can, you know, pay for weird things, and there's people who harass you, all that type of stuff, bro.
Also broke the record for the highest internet speed ever recorded at 402 terabits per second, which is enough to download 50,000 HD movies in 1 second. The speed is so fast, someone probably already pre-watched this video before I even uploaded it and commented. Pope Francis sadly passed away on April 21st, 2025.
Okay, rest in peace.
He was known for being very humble and not even choosing to live in the palace, but a small Vatican guest house, spending his time advocating for peace and saying anyone is welcome to the church. He spent his last weeks talking to the people in the last church in Gaza to make sure they're fine. I'm not even Catholic, but overall for someone in his position, he used his power for good. Virginia Giuffre, aka the main victim and the one who exposed Epstein for his sick crimes, sadly ended her life in her own home. Which is kind of strange because I thought this thing was a hoax. She also tweeted in 2019 that in no way is she and if something happens to her, to not let it go. And even her father states he didn't believe in the story. It is
so somebody got to get her, and then they marked it as a suicide. Damn, bro.
Sad she died without seeing any justice being done. Being the main victim of this disgusting freak too has got to be the worst outcome.
And the worst part, knowing in hindsight, is like after they released those Epstein files, which obviously Tommy's gonna talk about it later in the video, but like, bro, they blacked it all out. So what was that even for? She came out for like almost no reason in a way, bro. Rest in peace.
As a teenage girl. California becomes the 4th largest economy, surpassing Japan, with a $4.1 trillion GDP compared to Japan's 4.02. The debate of the decade, some would say of the century, took place. If 100 men could beat one gorilla.
And the answer is no, bro. One gorilla, actually, no, the answer is yes. 100 men can beat one gorilla, bro. 100% yes, yes, yes. Just jump on it all at one time. The gorilla's gonna get tired. Just like, eat it out. Not eat.
Sometimes from all the chaos going on in the world, and when everything seems utterly we just find something collective to have fun with. People were writing out scenarios of how it could be done and what strategies could work. There was even events set up to potentially have it happen. I don't know if they actually met up, but if they did, we can assume how it went. Other debates popped up too while we discussed this. You had classically 100 men versus paying child support, 100 women versus accountability.
Bro, you can never stop humans on social media from having gender wars, bro. No matter what, like death, taxes, gender wars, always gonna be there, no matter what, bro.
United Arab Emirates becomes the first country to have AI write laws. They mainly focused on laws, judicial rulings.
Wait, really? AI making laws, bro? How do we feel about that? That sounds crazy.
To be done by computers. To them, they say it helps them be more precise, and to me, I won't have to worry about that because I'm never going. Canada elects Mark Carney as Prime Minister of Canada. China launches its first commercial 10G network for the public to use, which has download speeds from 9,000 megabits per second.
To download what though, bro? China, y'all need to allow freaking Instagram and Facebook and movies and Netflix and TV shows, bro. What are we downloading?
And upload speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second. The real question is,
when do we get to 10G?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like, bro, what?
I'm still on 5G. Did we skip over a couple of steps, or are they that ahead?
What am I on right now, actually? Hold on, let me see. I think I'm on 5G as well, bro. Yeah, 5G, bro.
US passes the Take It Down Act, which makes it illegal to non-consensually deepfake someone in a sexual manner. And
that's good, bro. But the thing is, I feel like I still see them.
Platforms have to enforce the rules in 48 hours from a victim telling them, or the reign of the US law will hit them. So yes, every once in a while, the government can actually get something right. It's always good to have something universally passed that no one can disagree with.
Yeah, that's a good one. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Let's just say there's people who disagree with it, bro. There's some creeps out there, you know, probably on Reddit, on Discord, making the community be like, bro, we need a deep fake revolution. We need to protest this, bro. We need to be able to make pictures of people.
Themes of this month were things like Chicken Jockey, Tung Tung Sahar, 100 Men versus One Gorilla, and Sigma Line. May 2025. GTA 6, the most anticipated game in gaming history, gets delayed to May 26, 2026.
Again.
And at this point, they can just keep it because we're done with the waiting. I don't even think
speak for yourself, buddy, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, be the first guy on the game, okay? Hold on.
Game exists, and it's just a government psyop to keep people from ending themselves. Because the last thing holding some people back from ending it right now is GTA 6 releasing. Well, at least it won't get delayed again, and we'll finally get it made.
Damn. Again? Wait,
Lady
they did?
Gaga sets a new record for the highest attended concert ever for a female artist. It was a free show in Rio, Brazil, and had 2.5 million people in.
Damn, that cannot be safe, bro. Did a Travis Scott incident happen here, bro?
The crowd. She also managed to do all this without an Astroworld incident. Still never forget this could have prevented this. So good for her, and congrats on the record. TikTok gets fined $600 million by the Irish Data Protection Commission for transferring European user data to China. Warren Buffett, one of the richest.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Who cares about their data being transferred to a freaking other country, bro? I'm gonna be the one to say it, bro. What are you gonna get? My freaking scrolling data, the random things I save in my feed. You're gonna see some random memes. I know for you, it's gonna be random like corn and freaking gooning stuff that you save. I know the type of guy you are, okay? But like, bro, the fanboy content, the furry content that's there stored in my TikTok is not that bad. I don't care if they see it, bro. It's okay.
In the world, and the man who owns the companies whose stock is the most expensive share price in the world. I'm sorry, but $755,000, there's no way a piece of this company's worth that dog. For that price, the stock better be able to rub my feet at night when I announces he's retiring at the start of next year at the age of 95. The crazy thing about this is the fact that he's
wait, 95 and retiring? Bro, they were slaving this man, bro. Let him rest.
Till 95. He's known to eat purely fast food and have one of the worst diets ever. Just goes to show if you're rich, you can get away with anything, even not dying from natural causes. Damn. Skype, one of the most popular video chat services at a certain point, shuts down officially and is no longer.
It did? What? I didn't even know that. Rest in peace.
Operational. We gotta give.
I feel like everybody who has like a family member overseas, like if you're an immigrant or whatever, or you come from an immigrant family or something like that, bro, Skype was the #1 way to connect, bro. Am I tripping?
True send-off and rest in peace to Skype. The amount of generational talks that happen, the amount of bullshit in this chat room, the amount of times I almost crashed out seeing those stupid ass emojis spammed because my friend beat me in a game and was trolling. You will be missed, Skype, and not be forgotten.
Rest in peace.
Skype for a second, because the second GTA 6 trailer dropped, and to us, nothing else mattered in this moment. Rockstar Games is like a butcher with unlimited meat, and we're a starving pitbull who hasn't eaten for days. And when they finally
The thing is, they know they can just do whatever because no matter what, people are gonna buy. It's almost like the Cardi album in a way.
Drop us a piece of meat, we devour that in a second. The trailer introduced the boyfriend of Lucia called Jason Duval, which confirmed to everyone that the game is gonna run on a Bonnie and Clyde type of dynamic. We also learned about some new characters, one called Cal Hampton, who everyone assumes is supposed to be our Lester. He's looking like the most Florida-looking Lester they could have picked. Paul Batista, who's supposed to be our god to bank robbery.
Batista, like the WWE guy? WWE wrestling? Or no?
Brian Heater, who's a drug smuggler and will probably be where we do crimes like that. We're gonna have to wait and see exactly what everyone does, but they did definitely bless us with the most we've gotten so far. Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost gets selected as the 14th Pope, becoming
Who? Is he a good dude? I don't know.
the first Pope from the United States and the first Pope from O-Block. The fact that out of all the
he is from Chicago. Damn, that's funny.
that could have been picked, we got a Pope from Chicago is hilarious.
Thing is, bro, not all Chicago is like dangerous and violent though. Anybody watching this video from Chicago right now, bro, you would know Chicago has some good parts too, like the Bean. Okay, I want to go to the Bean. I want to flick it. I want to go over there and
Good luck to him and bless him on his journeys. China launches the first ever AI-powered hospital. For now, they have it as a training facility, but the plan is in the future to have ones released to the public. Don't let it get—
Bro, it's so funny because like other countries, they believe in AI like crazy, and then like Americans are like, bro, anti-AI. The robots are gonna take our jobs, right? Like, bro, AI hospitals, and then Dubai uses AIs for laws, and then us, when we use ChatGPT for basic searches, people get triggered and are like, you AI spammer, you AI user.
a consciousness when it's doing surgery, because that could end badly. Bill Gates announces that he's giving all of his money away through the next 20 years, with doing all of it through his charity, and according to him, giving 99% of his $180 billion net worth away.
Yo, if that's true, shout out to Bill Gates. Yo, hey, Bill, I need a little bit of money, okay? Can you help me out, man?
End up with a pathetic, sad, and embarrassing $1 billion left.
Wait, how much money does he have? God damn, I know Bill Gates is crazy, but Mr. Billion, yo, come on. Let me get $1.
Go out and buy 10 Windows subscriptions we never plan to use to make sure he's fine financially. On the real, this is a good thing, and a certain cracked out, weird face-shaped billionaire should follow suit too. Too bad no matter how much money Bill Gates gives, this picture still exists on the internet. Bill Gates could have gone down as one of the most goated billionaires, but that picture does exist. Chris Brown, aka Beats Brown, gets arrested for who really knows how many times at this point. This was due to an assault that happened in a London nightclub. This man really cannot keep his hands to himself. This is embarrassing at this point. He was released after a week of being in jail, and he is currently walking the streets casually, so be careful. Outdoor Boys, the channel that blew up from him showing his camping trips through wild places, announces he's retiring because the fame was too much and he wanted to protect his family's privacy.
How long was he going for? Was it like 10-year career type of thing? I watched a few of his videos, but not that many. But I always saw him making bread, and that was like the most interesting thing. Like, dude would make bread out of like random ingredients, and it looked pretty good too, like honey bread.
Joe Biden gets diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. While I didn't really like Biden, and the old-timer fell a bit too much for me during his presidency, he was running the most powerful country in the world while having cancer, so I gotta give respect.
Yeah, and also during like one of the most difficult times, to be fair, like 2020, bro, he was cooked regardless. I feel like everything that happened to him, there was things that were not his fault that happened, like in the economy, bro, but he was getting blamed for it because, you know, you're a freaking president during the time, bro, and you're a freaking Democrat, whatever.
I'm wishing him the best and hope he recovers well. Elon Musk announces he's departing from his US government role in his Doge organization after months of the public seeing him high on ketamine in the Oval Office, crashing out at people any chance he could. The tyranny of Musk has come to an end. He states his leave was due to his legal time as a government special employee ending, but this also so happened to be a week before he started trashing the big beautiful—
He got freaking fired, bro. Let's be real, bro.
Bill and tweeting that Trump was in the Epstein files. Strange coincidence. They definitely don't align with each other. Trump pardons NBA YoungBoy. Am I reading that right? Oh, I am?
Trump pardons NBA young
This
boy,
country
bro.
is a simulation at this point. I think we all died at the start of the year. He was released in May of this year after serving 23 months in federal prison and was serving 60 months of probation. He also thanked him right after, which of course, duh. Y'all be getting on these rappers' asses for glazing Trump, but if all it takes is a couple of pics of me wearing a MAGA hat to commute my 5-year probation sentence and clear my criminal record.
It's like, bro, they're doing this for methods. Like, let's just say, okay, boom, he's getting freed, right, from Trump, but Trump is getting support of black people, so black people see, be like, oh, he likes our rappers, bro, let's go vote for him, you know, child Trump, he's a real one, he's a real Nick.
I would be on social media too, looking like the biggest dumbass and asking everyone what this fetus mean in Latin. Taylor Swift announces she officially bought her whole music catalog and now owns it all, which is big considering she was recording her old albums and releasing them just so she had ownership over it. I do like artists being able to actually own what they put out, but at the same time, it is Taylor Swift, who is probably going to use those funds to fly her
private jet
to the nearest McDonald's because she can't drive 10 minutes down the street. I don't even gotta make y'all haters for real. Her own fans do it enough.
If you guys don't know the problem with the private jet stuff, it's very, 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 very bad for the environment. Pollution, things like that. Flying planes, the what's it called? Carbon footprint, terrible. What's going on here?
I fully believe Taylor Swift fans think she's reincarnated Jesus. Memes of this month were things like 100 men versus 1 gorilla, F students are inventors, and 0.5 GPA activities. June 2025. Mr. Beast becomes the first—
Wait, where's the part where the kids start freaking breaking Chromebooks and stuff? Because that was also part of the 0.5 GPA activities, right, guys? Right?
creator to hit 400 million subs. And to reward this potentially once-in-a-life reward, they gave him this monstrosity. Can't even use a different button other than the diamond. Come on, dog.
I want to get a play button, bro, someday, bro. I need to get my first meal, and then I gotta get to 10, bro. Y'all are gonna get me there, right? Right?
Vapes officially get banned in the UK to stop the youth from using it. Remember when I said earlier, right after Elon left the government, he started talking about it? Well, now was that point. The beef originally started when the big beautiful bill by Trump was on its way to get passed. And one of the main things Elon was mad about is that it was gonna add 4.1 trillion to the US national debt, which defeated the whole purpose of Doge and why he created it, even though it didn't really do anything. He tweeted out that the bill was a disgusting abomination, said the bill needs to be killed, and you know Trump's ego can't take talking about his policies, so he said Elon was crazy and was mad he was taking away his electric vehicle tax credits.
Dude, you put on your freaking presidential cabinet, by the way. You didn't even really like him for real. Y'all didn't really have that type of locked-in friendship or whatever.
At this point, Elon chose to crash out and throw away the whole friendship. He said Trump only won the election because of him and that he was ungrateful. He said
Elon Musk did like charge his pockets up. Crazy though, right?
He would win in an election against Trump, and then said the big thing that had everyone silent that day: that Trump is in the Epstein files, and that's why it's not public. A confirmation of the thing we've been talking about for months. For him,
he is, right? He actually is in the Epstein files. Like, that was not a lie. I don't trust a lot of things that Elon says, but like, that was not cap, right?
For him to drop this was crazy to people because people always thought he may be in it, but one of his closest allies saying it, why would he lie about it? Yet after all this, he still hung out with him and they're good friends now. So he outed to the world that he's a predator, but he's still hanging out with him. I don't know about y'all, but if
if that happened, bro, one of my homies called me that, whatever, we are not friends, bro. What? Huh? Like, we're sworn enemies.
Find out one of my friends is a predator, that is not my friend anymore.
Yeah.
He ended up deleting it later and saying he regretted the tweet, but the damage was already done. Everyone knew the breakup was gonna happen, we joked about it.
Bro, my tripping does Elon Musk low-key look like lesbian in a way, bro. I don't know. He looks like he's not a dude.
The way it happened was not expected. LA protests erupted over ICE being there and how the arrests were being done. It happened over the span of a week, and just as any protest goes in LA, always has to burn down for some reason. Like, why does LA never have any same protests going on? It always—
because there are people who like to cause like drama and attention just for, you know, likes and attention and stuff, and just try to cause destruction. Like, there's plenty of peaceful protesters, right? I remember, and then there was like people who just like, let's go out and break stuff, whatever, boom, boom, boom. Sometimes they don't even be people who are on the side of the protesters. It'd be somebody else trying to make the protesters look bad, you know? Like, let's just say people who are protesting ICE raids, there might be somebody who's like pro-ICE, and then they were like, you know what, let's go burn stuff to make them look bad. It's crazy, man. Or sometimes the police even like incites violence.
It has to end up burning up in flames. Due to all the chaos, Trump sent the National Guard randomly, and of course it made things worse. It all calmed down eventually, just as these things always go. Rapper Silento, known for the whip it nay nay.
Is this the— wait, is this when he gets exposed for freaking like spreading his cheeks on Twitter, bro?
Emote in Fortnite, was sentenced to 30 years in prison after pleading guilty to shooting his cousin and killing—
never mind. Okay, I'm talking about a completely different thing, bro. This dude got exposed for spreading his cheeks on Twitter, bro. I'm not even kidding, bro. Now, how did I find it? I don't remember, bro. I definitely heard of it, though.
Him in 2021. 16 billion passwords were leaked in the largest data breach in history.
Damn.
The hackers did it over time, and it only got revealed then how much info they got now. It was stolen from every popular website, including Gmail, Facebook, Apple, PayPal, Netflix, anything.
God damn, bro.
To make sure your accounts have two-factor verification off, and every time the hacker comes in, catch them like a Pokemon and turn them into the police. Then
you think that's how it works?
Yahoo, the president of the United States.
The president of the United States. I like that.
I mean, Trump decided to launch a missile strike on what they call key Iranian nuclear facilities.
What?
This was to help aid Israel in their fight with Iran and put pressure on their officials. The Trump administration's response to people asking proof that they were making was, and I quote, "I don't have to show you nothing. Shut up." Luckily, this didn't start a war, but tune in for next year. The Oklahoma City Thunder won the 2025 NBA
championship. We wanted the Pacers to win it, bro.
Championship, becoming the youngest team to win in 50 years. PewDiePie drops out of the top 10 most subscribed channels after a 12-year run.
Damn.
I can feel my gray hairs already developing, but things—
What up, fucking Nick? Yo, that's what I remember PewDiePie for most, bro. Even though he has like millions of subs or whatever, and like crazy videos or whatever, we obviously watched some of his videos before. That's like the biggest clip that sticks out to me, bro. That goes to show, bro, the negative moments outshine all the positive ones. So, take that how you will, bro. Don't say anything racist online.
Always have to change. Global debt hits a record of $324 trillion, which makes no sense because we can all let bygones be bygones and forget about it. North Korea opens its—
Wait, is debt even real though, technically, bro? Like, we don't even owe money for real, bro. I owe you $100 maybe because you paid for my juicy steak, bro. Money's in thin air, bro. The steak is already gone. I ate it already. Like, money is not even a real concept, bro. What if I just give you a piece of paper and write $100 on it?
Brand new beach resort to the public. And as an American citizen myself, I'll say that I'm perfectly comfortable and fine visiting. I'm sure my devices won't be tapped into, and freedom of speech laws are—
Yo, who's pulled up with me to North Korea, bro? Let's do a video. I escaped North Korea. Gone wrong. Gone sexual.
Are amazing there. Seriously, who gave Kim this idea? That resort is never making its money back. Surprisingly, people have went though, mainly Russian tourists because of how close the two countries have become. Squid Game Season 3 releases, becoming the first series in Netflix history to be #1 in every—
Bro, you know the amount of times since I'm like half Asian, right? People have made like Squid Games jokes to me, and the crazy part is I have never seen a single episode of Squid Games, bro. I don't know any of the characters, none of the lore at all. I've never watched it, bro. Should I watch it? Is it a banger? Is it a good show? An amazing show? Is it something worth watching? I usually watch like anime, bro. I watched Frankenstein the other day. It was amazing though.
Every single country it's in. That's a different type of emotion, all for a mid-ass ending though. I know it's been a while since it came out, but I still won't spoil things in case anyone hasn't watched it.
Shout out to Tommy, man, bro. Amazing dude, because I would have got a spoiler, but I'm probably not gonna watch it, I don't think. I don't know.
And is me personally, I'm chucking that thing off like no tomorrow. If you watched it, you can understand what I mean when I say chucking that thing off. The man who owns Labubu becomes China's youngest billionaire. Being a piece of does do you one.
You get $1 billion off of Labubus, bro? Damn, bro. I need to create something, bro. I don't know, like a Hillabubu, something.
2025. And memes of this month were things like job application, disavow, guy pointing to himself, in World War III. July 2025. The diddler, aka Sean Dickie Combs, has his trial officially wrap up, all expecting—
Sean who? Who Combs? I don't remember him having that name, bro.
Justice to be served. How many years we were thinking? At minimum 10 for the freak-offs alone. A maximum death penalty for this haircut. And he got a heart-wrenching, jaw-dropping total sentence of
5 years. 4. It wasn't even 5. Wow, not even 5 years they gave him 4, bro. After all that was on that list, bro. S.A. touching freaking great allegations like abuse, domestic violence, bro. 4 years. Crazy.
The behavior for real, that's like 3 years.
Oh,
man, the rich really—
let me not even forget trafficking, bro. And guess what? He gets away with it because he has a great lawyer and a lot of money. That goes to show, bro, the U.S., everything just runs all money, bro. Not even just the U.S., the world.
Get away with anything in this country. He got convicted of 2 of the 5 counts that were originally put in, with one of the biggest ones, racketeering, being not guilty. Trump signs in the Big Beautiful Bill, one of the most controversial bills in U.S. history. The Department of Justice announces their conclusion of the Epstein files and case, stating that there's no client list and there's no evidence Epstein blackmailed him.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, guess what, bro? You think I'm gonna believe that? I just believe that money, they paid him off. Things like that, bro.
A person who got blackmailed. And they also confirmed that Epstein ended himself in that cell. The internet's reaction was exactly—
yeah, sure he did, bro. Bro, there was foul play on that. I don't care, bro.
How you would expect. And Trump hit his classic be fake demons pose.
What?
Epstein list didn't matter. It was only a part of his whole administration's campaign before getting in. And their whole interview after was absolutely embarrassing.
Was it?
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed— people don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know when you see one, and that's what that was.
Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. You think that I don't believe that just billionaires are paying money and getting people, you know, wiped out and then getting paid more to frickin' put it under the rug? You think I'm stupid? You think I'm an idiot? I know idiots. I believe the truth.
You want me to? I've seen the whole file.
To my friend Jeffrey Epstein. Rest now, brother. We have the watch.
To my friend Jeffrey. Yo, not anybody in the world wants to say that except for this guy. He's the only person claiming him as his mans, bro. Check this dude out, bro. Check his hard drives, all of it.
And I'll see you in Valhalla.
Valhalla, okay.
These two guys were screaming for years that he didn't end himself and the list was real, but this was also the first time we've actually seen the whole MAGA movement kind of fragment. And after this, things slowly started to split Trump from his base. A South Korean soldier breaks the world record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours.
Damn.
11,707 reps.
What the? Yo, he's crazy. That's crazy.
Johansson becomes the highest grossing actor of all time. Her movies have earned over $15 billion worldwide.
She's Black Widow, right? Yeah, Black Widow. Tough.
With the major part coming from Marvel. It's a hack to be a character that's always in every Avengers movie that you know is gonna do good. She also debuted in Jurassic World Rebirth, which did really good in the box office. NVIDIA becomes the first company ever to reach a $4 trillion market cap, which is crazy because in 2023, they hit $1 trillion for the first time. But you know, some out there making 40K at McDonald's says they shouldn't be taxed, so let them hit 10 trillion. Let them hit 20 trillion as a matter of fact, and don't tax them a piece. That's what the founders would have wanted. The Superman movie releases, having the best opening weekend for any Superman movie at $217 million globally.
I never watched this, but I heard that it was like a political movie, something like that, and it was really good. I don't know. Anybody watch Superman movie? How was it?
Also is the highest grossing superhero movie of the year, and well deserved because it was good. The UK government announces its plans to lower the voting age from 18 to 16.
Okay.
After kids who are brain rotted voting.
Wait, I don't like that. 18 to 16, bro. 16-year-old me at 16, bro. I was doing it every day, 10 times a day, bro. Like it was, bro. Like I was trying to hit a Guinness freaking world record book.
Actions will not end well. China bans OnlyFans and labels it a Western disease. Good luck to the Chinese soldiers out there that can't get their goons off.
Yo, I'll send the leaks over, bro. Don't worry, bro. I'm kidding. I'm sending my leaks over, okay?
Rough. Ozzy Osbourne, one of the most iconic rock stars, dies at the age of 76.
Damn, okay.
The T-App, an app that was growing in popularity through the span of 2025, which involved women posting pictures of men they may know or have seen and asking other women on the app any of their red flags. Even though
that was a weird concept, bro, because if women had the same issue or whatever with a dude app, same type of thing, you know, reverse role or whatever, boom, 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 they would have been heated, bro. This is a gender roles thing again, bro.
The purpose of the app was supposed to be for women's safety and making them feel more safe going on dates. It was mainly just used for bullying dudes and making up lies about them. Got all of its database breached and exposed 72,000 women's information, with some of it being their faces. And man, oh man, some of these women
were not in the position to be judging others.
You'd have a whole looking girl saying Michael B. Jordan was chopped. The hack was also funny because the whole database for the app was completely open. All the hackers did was go into their public cloud and take everything. Imagine if you were someone who spent money on this app thinking it was saved just for everyone to be laughing at your face on the internet.
Damn, bro. Yeah, because they had to expose their IDs, right, to prove that they were women or something like that to get on the app. So damn, bro, your whole experience is cooked, and also in the worst way because, bro, ID pictures do not be the most flattering. Let's be real, bro.
Like Jet 2 Holiday, I Can't Prove It, and Labubu Matcha Dubai Chocolate, August 2025. A child set a record for being born from an embryo created in 1994.
What the?
Technically, if they were
this old ass baby, bro. This is the oldest baby ever in history.
Then they would be around 31 years old now. Buddy must have been living it up, swimming in a pool and chilling while the world burns down. If only this could have been all of
Yo, he is the Avatar, bro. Avatar Aang, like the boy who's trapped in an iceberg, except he was stuck in an embryo.
And we could pick a date when we wanted to leave. Roblox versus Schlep. Roblox banned the YouTuber Schlep, whose videos was focused around catching predators and turning them over to the proper authorities. He was also good at it, managing to get 6 people arrested. They banned him, saying what he was doing violated their terms of service and said it undermined their safety efforts.
Yeah.
Even though he was the—
I remember this, bro. It was crazy, bro. Like, the fact that he was hunting preds, right? getting the streets clean on Roblox from a kid's game, by the way. And then they targeted him.
One who was literally helping with safety on the platform.
Yeah.
It was even worse too, considering he got groomed at a young age on Roblox, and Roblox staff did nothing at the time. And after this, I don't think even he expected the firestorm that was about to erupt. Every YouTuber started covering it and learning the horrors of Roblox's
Even I made a video about it on the main channel and on this channel, bro. I reacted to it. It was crazy.
Moderation. All of Roblox protested in Schlepp's name and walked around with free Schlepp signs. Politicians started stepping up for him and saying Roblox needs to address safety. You had states sue them over negligence of enforcing child safety. And
like, bro, Schlepp, the fact that he has this much aura and pull is crazy, bro. That's like wild stuff, man. As a YouTuber, you get politicians involved. That's crazy work. Good work, bro.
All Roblox had to do was simply unban him.
Yeah.
For some reason, they did not want to. Like, I don't know what he did to them, but it made things worse.
He was getting rid of Prez, and they are Prez, bro. A lot of the dudes probably in the development team are probably, you know, the weird EDP type of people, bro.
Peak of the drama, Roblox lost 12 billion stock value in 10 days.
Yikes.
The fact that some 20-year-old dude did this alone makes it peak fiction. I like when the little guy wins against a big corporation.
Yeah.
Roblox still hasn't recovered from this and probably won't for a while. Every day they're getting some type of new lawsuit over it. Hopefully they learn their lesson to take child safety serious. Probably not. Ronaldo proposes to his longtime girlfriend after a decade. Trump deploys the National Guard in DC over what he calls a crime emergency. And it led to some pretty interesting interactions.
Really?
Tell you guys something special real quick. Are you guys ready?
Well, we know you're filming, so if you're about to do something like off the cuff.
What is this? Some mating call? It's a national anthem.
Mr. Beast breaks the record for the most money raised in a live stream event, raising $12 million in 16 hours.
God damn.
The clips of the event was less focused on the money raised and more on how mad Mr. Beast was getting. People must have forgot they called him Mr. Beast for a reason.
Do you like Feastables?
No.
Trump and Putin meet in Alaska to discuss the Ukraine war and how to end it, which was the first time he talked to a president since 2021. Apple, for the first time, is manufacturing its new iPhones in India. Either China stepped up their labor laws and they can't exploit them, or Indian workers are doing it for cheaper. The real loser is anybody who buys the newest iPhone every year. Cracker Barrel changed its
facts, bro. Low-key, I only bought like 3 different phones in my lifetime. Okay, so the first phone I bought was some Android. Not 3, actually, I'm tripping. I bought an Android, like an old, like really, really terrible one for like $20, bro. Then I bought an iPhone 5 in 2018, right? And mind you, the iPhone 8 was out at the time. Bought an iPhone 5. After that, I traveled up to an iPhone 8. And from iPhone 8, I went to an iPhone 10. And then my 10 broke. And then I got an iPhone 14, maybe, I think. So I had 5 phones in my history, and I still have the same, 14, bro. And until this thing falls off the wheels, bro, I'm not getting a new phone, bro. Why? Why would I do that, bro? Do I need the new, like, facial recognition, facializing facial thing? No, I don't.
Classic logo to this modern millennial family-friendly design.
It looks like the UPS logo.
I believe modern logos are the reason we all hate each other all the time. They also changed their whole restaurant aesthetic, which to me was the way worse change. It was a terrible change, and I'm not sure if companies have departments anymore that are supposed to tell them whether
everything aesthetically nowadays has just become bland and boring, bro. Am I the only one who thinks that?
Change will be good or not? Clearly with Cracker Barrel, they didn't, and because of all of this pressure, they changed it back later on. Lil Nas X was arrested and charged with assaulting police officers. He was found walking naked and barefoot on the street. This will be the last time I ever care to hear about Lil Nas X. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce officially tied the knot, and Taylor Swift fans took it exactly how you would expect.
What? Parasocial, bro. Hey, this is how Taylor Swift gets to fly her private jets and stuff, bro. So, hey, why do you care this much, though?
He's never posted about Travis. This is her hard launch, 1 and 2. She's never, ever said any of her songs are about anybody.
So, like, the Taylor Swift engagement, super shocking at first, but now that I'm, like, actually processing that the artist that I've known for the longest in my life...
You don't know her, bro. She don't know you. You listen to her songs. It's not the same.
...there for a moment, and I was like, holy f***, like, she's engaged. Like, go, girl.
You'll have to get jobs. You know, employment.
Come on, bro.
What
They
sort
don't
of
know
crazy
that.
moon talk is he speaking?
Memes of this month were things like Planker, Thinking Monkey, 6'7", and Performative Male. September 2025. Iceland gets ranked the most peaceful country in the world for the 18th year in a row. Considering you wake up to views like this and your country hasn't been given that good old American freedom of having all your oil siphoned, I can understand why people are happy. The Epstein files officially released. Kinda, not really. The House Oversight Committee and the government got access to thousands of pages of the Epstein files and was requesting it from Epstein's estate. You know this was sick to the core when there's thousands of pages of evidence on him. Some notable things he said was calling Trump evil beyond belief, saying
Bro, what the? Wait, if Epstein himself is saying that about Trump, bro, low-key, there's some merit to it, because that was an evil man himself, bro. He has an island where he gets and exports people who are underage, bro. Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Of course he knew about the girls, saying that Trump spent hours at his house with one of the victims. There was also people like the former president of Harvard, Larry Summers, who got exposed for joking about women in emails with him.
What?
It makes you realize that more than half these at the top positions are freaked out in photos. They get too much glazing and have too much power. They feel fine doing things like this. And this was really the thing that put pressure on the politicians to release the Epstein files even more up until the signing of a bill to do it 2 months later. StreamEast, the world's largest illegal sports streaming platform, got shut down. Also,
did it though? Did it actually get shut down? Yo, if you yo, all my boys out there, you know, we watching sports and girls, of course, too. Hey, we don't keep it on hush mode, but did it get shut down for real though? Did it actually? I don't know if it did, bro. I don't know, man.
Notable that LeBron was watching on it too, piracy for the win. Conor McGregor announces his official bid to run for president of Ireland and dropped out 11 days later when the politicians voted for him. I think the world is done with celebrities being politicians.
Yeah.
The method's been patched. Giorgio Armani, one of the biggest fashion designer brand founders, dies at the age of 91.
Rest in peace.
Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather announced that they're fighting and have signed contracts for spring of 2026. After the Jake Paul match, ain't no one want to see Mike Tyson in the ring again. But some sucker out there will spend $100,000 still for some floor seats to the More Epstein files, with the most incriminating one being a letter Trump sent to Epstein in 2003 that stated they have things in common. And may every day
be another wonderful secret.
I don't know.
Whoa, exposed right there, bro. That's all I need to see. Wrap it up. Yo, put him in jail. Actually, you know what? He's gonna escape that charge too. 34 felonies and he beat them. He's beating this case too.
Well, I prefer to think the secret was something like they both prefer mint chocolate chip ice cream over chocolate chip, or they didn't like the last Shrek movie. Trump denies it, saying that isn't his signature, and then filed a lawsuit against the newspaper company that released it. The Nepal government this month got completely overthrown by Gen Z protesters. And it wasn't no Gen Z 2020 BLM protest with people making TikToks thinking it was gonna have an impact. They burnt down their government buildings and the prime minister's office. It all started when the government randomly banned all major social media platforms for not registering locally. The older generation should know the one way to get Gen Z pissed and outside is taking away social media. After that,
facts, that or take away the hub, bro. Then you're gonna see some real riots. Okay, we are all gonna be protesting that one.
they decided to march out peacefully around the Capitol and government buildings. Until the police started shooting at the protesters, then all hell broke loose. They even burned down the politicians' houses too, and after all that, the prime minister resigned and fled.
Bro, Nepal do not play. What the hell? They burned his crib down?
The country. Then the Gen Z protesters elected their next prime minister in the one way and only way they know how. Discord. And that is how the current prime minister was elected.
What?
And she is still in office with everyone.
Wait, she's on Discord, bro?
Everyone happy. They even helped clean up the rubble after the overthrowing. So wholesome. People after this started asking why the US Gen Z doesn't do this. I don't know about you, but I'm not going against a flying Dorito.
Yeah, facts, bro. We're not gonna get very far, bro. We're gonna get hit with like a freaking nuclear bomb, bro. They don't care about us like that.
Sky. The US government released a video of a UFO getting hit by a missile and not budging. The quality, as you know, has to be in the worst quality possible. It wouldn't make it a real UFO video if it wasn't. Russia sends drones to Polish airspace, being the first country to get hit by Russia after the Ukraine war. Poland then sent out fighter jets to shoot them and said it was an act of aggression.
Really?
Brazil's former prime minister gets sentenced to 27 years and 3 months in prison for trying to stay in power after losing his election. A body
27 years for that, bro? Yo, Trump, bro. Hey, that might happen to him. I feel like he's gonna try to do that after his elections or after his presidency is up.
gets found in the trunk of an impounded Tesla that was registered to David. At first, it was kind of brushed off because he had an excuse, like he was on tour and the police dismissed him. But then more and more information started to come out and it started to get creepy. The victim's mother mentioned she had a tattoo that David also had, saying that her daughter said she was in a relationship with a guy named David. Then the picture started to come out. David on FaceTime calls with her, David doing a whole Twitch stream with her,
and the fact that she was freaking like 15, bro.
David having a song with her name in it. And as stuff started to come out in this moment, if you were a David fan, you realize that your goat is actually a monster. As of me writing this, David is still not arrested and on the loose, which makes it very creepy. And why hasn't he been questioned? Rest in peace to her, and the fact that she was so young makes it so sad.
Rest in peace.
Kirk, one of the biggest political commentators, gets assassinated out in public. The two reactions you had was the right stating that this was a tragedy to America, that free speech is dead. Also, Semi trying to start a civil war, which was very
It's time we rise.
Like, what did they think was gonna happen, bro? And then they see all the memes, bro, of the freaking like Kirkified stuff, bro. I bet they were sick to their stomach, man.
Bruh, don't you got kids to take care of or something? And the left had politicians condemn it, but everyone else was pretty much making fun of it. Which only got worse as they started to glaze Charlie as some type of biblical human in the government and give him holidays. So his face was plastered everywhere on memes all through the end of the year. In 2026, they might still be doing it. NASA gets its strongest hint that life might be on Mars. The reason they say that was because a rock was found there that contains the same minerals to cause organic matter. All I know is the Mars aliens we do get are gonna be the ugliest little things ever. If you look,
what if they look just like humans? I feel like that would be even creepier.
The deep sea and what those creatures look like to adapt to their environment, it should say enough. New Mexico becomes the first state to offer universal child care at no cost, saving families there an average of $12,000 per year for each child.
So maybe we should all, you know, get kids and move to New Mexico, bro. Shout out in Mexico.
Cooper becomes the youngest male to win an Emmy at 15 years old. Got more motion than me at 15, I respect it. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco get married to a huge wedding with celebrities. Bad Bunny gets announced as the halftime show performer at the Super Bowl. I don't really know much of his music. It was funny seeing all the people crash out over this though.
Yeah, because they were probably just like, oh, Hispanic person, they speak Spanish at the Super Bowl, and like, bro, who really cares? I mean, bro, I watch Super Bowl personally for the game, not for the show. I don't really care, so.
You guys hear Bad Bunny is doing the NFL halftime show? Can't wait to see ICE arrest him on stage live at the halftime show.
Bro, this cringy as hell, bro. America, buddy.
Puerto Rico is an unincorporated territory of the United States.
Kai Cenat becomes the first Twitch streamer to hit 1 million subs.
Crazy.
And by Kai Cenat, I mean me and Kai, because I donated over 10,000 subs to make sure we hit the goal together.
What the?
So W me and Kai. The US government shut down after Congress couldn't agree on funding for the year, which ended up becoming the longest government shutdown, being 43 days. And in the end, both sides still didn't really agree, so there was no point in this whole thing. It's insane that you can work for the US government and not get paid for your own work because the government is arguing. It's like your
like, bro, what do you even do at that point? I mean, hopefully they got paid like extra overtime and stuff or whatever.
Mom and dad arguing as a kid, and if they don't agree, you don't get fed. Memes of this month were things like 6'7" kid, Tylenol autism, W speed, and Michael Jordan no. October 2025.
What?
Taylor Swift releases her album The Life of a Showgirl.
Yo, why is there so much Taylor Swift news this year, bro? Damn.
Selling 4 million albums in the first week, with 3.4 million being physical and digital purchases. Like her or hate her, there is no one close to her sales right now. This is also the first Taylor Swift album where I haven't seen Swifties doxing people for saying it's ass. People should have known it was gonna be ass when she had a whole song on there dedicated to her husband's meat. Whatever you do not listen to that song. Japan elects its first female prime minister, Sanae Takachi. Israel and Hamas agreed to the US peace plan ceasefire, putting one of the most controversial wars in modern times finally to an ending. Until Israel violated it the same day it was signed. Markiplier gets married to his longtime girlfriend, Amy Nelson. Maria Corina wins the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize. The reason being her promoting democratic rights for people in Venezuela fighting against their current dictator, who was doing anything to beg the US to not attack.
Don't worry, be happy. La, 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 la.
Yo, he's trolling harder than Trump does, bro.
Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah, Buddy's definitely getting leveled to the ground next year.
Facts.
Drake's lawsuit against Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us gets dismissed in a courtroom.
Yeah.
Imagine losing a rap battle, then losing a lawsuit against it. Man's never.
That was just bad, bro. I feel like he shouldn't have talked about it, bro. If anything, he should have just been like, ah, here's what it is, bro. I'm gonna keep making music or whatever. I don't know.
Recover. His lawyer says he plans to appeal it, but just give it up, man. We all have moved on. The country of Madagascar gets overthrown by yet another Gen Z-led
This is a Tim Duncan jersey spotted in Madagascar. Damn.
protest this year. The main reason being government corruption and the Madagascar movie being banned in Madagascar. The president of the country decided to flee and the lawmakers impeached him immediately. The Louvre Museum gets robbed in broad daylight and the value of items stolen total around $100 million. The heist was straight up a GTA heist though. You gotta respect it in a way.
Yeah.
They had people dressed up as fake security guards to take the stuff. Then
It's so funny because I feel like I've seen the Louvre get robbed multiple times before. Like, bro, where is the protection? Isn't this the craziest museum in the world?
On a crane out the window to vanish into the sunset. They could have been known as some badass legends who hit a lick on the biggest museum ever, but all got caught in a month. Should have hit up Lester for some better escape plans.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes get spotted for the first time in the wild in Iceland, which scientists are giving warnings about, and they're linking it to climate change. Also, it means we're probably gonna have another even hotter summer. Like, we're already suffering. Can we please stop? Ireland elects Catherine Connolly as the 10th president of Ireland. Scientists create a serum that
Wait, Ireland's only had 10 presidents so far? God damn, bro. Yo, step it up, bro. America has had like 50 damn near, bro.
grows hair in 20 days, meaning Turkey may go bankrupt and baldness may be cured soon. They conducted tests on lab mice for the serum and their bald patches fully grew back after.
Oh, okay, so wait, us who are all gonna be going bald, we're gonna have a fix, bro. Shout out to Turkey.
The lead researcher himself tested it on his own leg hairs and had his hair fully regrow after 3 weeks. I can't wait in 2035 to buy my Tylenol hair growth pills and enlarging pills. The future is gonna be so great.
Let's go!
New laws to require social media influencers to have degrees in subjects they talk about. In America,
That's low-key valid, in a way, bro, in a way.
all we gotta do is ban podcasts and you fix about 90% of misinformation.
Yeah.
It's mainly meant to target medical and financial advice. Although the way I think of it, wouldn't it be pretty easy for a scammer to go to school, get a degree, and then lie about things still?
Facts.
At that point, I assume they just execute them on the spot for lying. NVIDIA becomes the first company to be worth $5 trillion. And if you didn't pick it up, about a couple of sections ago in July, I just said it hit $4 trillion. If we're keeping it on track by the end of next year,
What does NVIDIA even do? I'm not even sure. Is it a tech company?
probably
PCs?
worth 10 trillion. Like, y'all gotta understand how insane it is to be worth 5 trillion. If NVIDIA was a country, it'd be the 3rd largest country in GDP.
Damn!
They give them 10 trillion and cut their taxes and then tax the poor. Trump orders nuclear weapons testing for the first time since 1992. I love my World War III threats. This always feels great.
Bro, I hate nuclear bombs, bro. It's probably just my Japanese blood speaking to me, though, bro. Like we can do without nuclear bombs, bro. Come
France
on,
makes
bro.
it illegal for supermarkets to throw away edible food and instead have to donate it to food banks.
That's
The horror
good.
of charity, I know.
That's good. Okay, we need that law in America, bro, because there's way too many food waste in America, bro. My restaurant I used to work at, bro, we would throw out food all day, all night, bro, and we couldn't give it to the homeless at all. They didn't let us.
Neo, the first household robot, officially releases for pre-order in the US. Its main functions is supposed to be helping you with house chores like washing dishes or folding clothes. Make sure to turn it off when you sleep though. You don't want that freak potentially hopping on you at night.
Yeah.
You can get it for a monthly
Unless you're lonely as hell and you do want it hopping on you at nighttime, which I don't judge, man. We all want robots to... No, we don't.
price of $500 a month or $20,000 to own. And technically for now, it isn't fully automatic. There's gonna be remote human operators controlling it. Doesn't that defeat the purpose though of automatic AI robot? It's
Kind
still
of,
gonna
yeah.
get sold out on first day release anyways. Jamaica gets hit with the strongest hurricane in its history.
Damn.
With winds of it being 185 miles per hour and causing over 100 deaths. Rest in peace to those that passed.
Yeah, rest in
It's
peace.
wild how only 100 people died from 185 mile per hour winds. Great job by the government for evacuating people and helping as many people as they could.
That's
For
true.
the first time since 1990, the Billboard Hot 100 Top 40 chart had 0 rap songs. With
And a black dude making a country song.
people saying this is the end of rap and it's getting the rock and roll treatment. Nowadays, no one's trying to be original and everyone's trying to get a hit on TikTok, so
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. If only Ye didn't become Ye, he could have saved us for real.
Hey, bro, you're way too big of a Kanye fan, bro. He's mid. I'm just kidding, bro. He's alright. He's good. He's good. He's good.
Prince Andrew gets stripped of his royal titles and kicked out of the royal mansion. Due to all the Epstein controversy, and you can never forget about clips like this.
We're staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
It was a convenient place to stay.
That's
What?
all I needed to hear to know that he was guilty. Memes of this month were things like I Show Speed Face, White Rabbit pointing at clock, Hassan Piker Dog, and
Oh,
Blue
yeah.
Collar SpongeBob. November 2025. The LA Dodgers win the World Series in Game 7, becoming the first team to win consecutively since the 2000s. China releases a new divorce law that stops spouses from taking the other person's property after divorce, meaning gold diggers shall no longer exist.
Bro, what's with all these countries having these laws that the American freaking countries need, bro? Like throwing out food waste and these type of laws with property, bro. Please instate something similar, man.
In China. They really are in the future. Dick Cheney, George Bush's former vice president, dies. Let's all give a moment of silence for him.
Yo.
Egypt's most expensive museum opens to the world, costing $1 billion, covering the history of the country and how it came to be. ChatGPT bans it from giving health, legal, and financial advice.
Okay.
Probably because people were using ChatGPT to diagnose their actual illnesses.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like ChatGPT can still do it, bro. Like, what if I type in, like, act as if you were a healthcare diagnosis patient, freaking doctor, whatever?
Not going to the doctor. Every time ChatGPT releases an update, it shows us how lonely the world is because they have to update the app more and more to make it less parasocial.
Yeah.
Zoran Mamdani becomes the mayor of New York City, becoming the youngest mayor in over a century to lead New York.
Fire.
America got so much aura that people around the world cared about this election that aren't affected by it. Denmark signs
And the crazy part is not even like a scale election. It's a freaking single state, bro. I mean, albeit New York is one of the biggest states or whatever we have, but it's still one state.
law to ban kids 15 and under from using social media, with the reason being to protect children's mental health and
Valid.
well-being. Good luck to those kids. The horrors of touching grass would scare anyone. The U.S.
That and wait until they get old enough for a job. Crazy.
Its final penny, ending its production for 232 years.
Okay.
The penny, despite being worth 1 cent, costed 3.5 cents to make, which lost the U.S. Treasury millions. And no one really used the penny anyways, but it is sad to see her go. This would also be the second time Abraham Lincoln's head got taken out. Not the best luck for him.
Damn,
Jack
bro.
Dorsey
Hey, don't disrespect Abraham Lincoln like that. Don't diss him, man. I'm coming for you, bro. He freed us. He freed the slaves.
gets arrested for blocking a road in Miami and also having drugs. This year had a lot of things people disagreed on, but we can all agree that this was a great sight to see. Tom Cruise receives his first ever Oscar and a well overdue one. For a man that's been leading Hollywood for like 35 years, I would have told him to f off and asked him why now. LeGoat James becomes the NBA player with the longest career in NBA history after his 23rd season.
LeGoat!
Trump signs an official bill to release the Epstein files.
Once they erase his name from every single thing, yeah.
After months of scandal and fighting it to not be released, he caved after both political sides agreed to the Epstein Files Transparency Act and had no choice. I know his ass was pissing that Oval Office. He was not expecting this in his presidency. If it does end his presidency, he's probably happy with how much he made in the time he was there.
That's true.
Speed won Streamer of the Year at the Esports Awards. A new study found that raccoons are in the early stages of self-domestication, meaning in the future it may be common for people to own pet raccoons. If I see
Low-key, I feel like they're the most sentient animals, bro. They be like, they have their hands, you know, they're digging around. They look kind of cute, too.
one of y'all's pet raccoons stealing my food out my pantry, though, just know we got a Second Amendment. I would love to own one of these, though. Just look out.
Look it up.
Twitter/X rolls out one of the biggest social media updates, making accounts reveal the location they're posting from in order to combat bots. And nobody expected the scale of how bad the botting problem
Bro, I heard that, like, all the accounts that are, like, acting like black people, bro, they be, like, in different countries in, like, Europe or India or Asia or something, whatever, where, like, not that many black people are. And it's like, bro, you guys are just trying to, like, cause, like, I don't know, insider beef.
You had hella MAGA accounts being based in places like India or Nigeria.
Yeah.
The DHS account being based in... This update proved that internet theory is real, and I feel most people knew that. Because you'll never meet anyone as extreme on it or even close to it in real life. Well, it turns out it's because these don't even live here. The Indian call center scams and Nigerian print scams stopped working for old people, so the scammers got smarter.
Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Wow.
Call them scammers, but they're smarter and they know what makes them money in this climate. Scientists release a study that New York City is sinking and it may be at flood risk. It's
Really?
going down on average 1 to 2 millimeters per year.
What we should do is dump the ocean, like, let's scoop the ocean and throw it back into the other part of the ocean and then fill the other part until there's no... That's not gonna work. I don't know.
It's understandable when you think of New York because without buildings, it's purely Australian island. I'm sure people in our century will be fine, but the next might randomly wake up and sink one day into the ground. The first anti-aging dog pills get funding from the FDA, meaning dogs could potentially live an extra year of their life. Memes of this month were things like "We Are Charlie Kirk," Quarter Zips, AI Baby Laughing, and Cassie's Thundercock. December 2025. Rage Bait gets named Oxford Word of the Year.
That's crazy. Rage Bait as Word of the Year. I'm not against it, but like, bro, there's not another word better. Low-key, bro. You know what's up there? Gooning. Gooning is up there in competition. I don't care.
Just so we can keep up historically with things. Their 2024 Word of the Year was Brain Rot. And their 2023 Word of the Year was Riz. These are about to be our future CEOs and engineers. Dog, we're cooked. The amount of Rage Bait this year was insane, though. I say we replace it next year with positivity. Versace, the designer brand, gets bought out by Prada. Versace had a good run. It's not 2012 anymore, and people don't want to walk around looking like this. The co-founder of Kalshi, one of the biggest betting websites in the world right now, becomes the youngest self-made female billionaire at 29. Mexico officially changes its work week from 48 hours to 40. I understand how Mexicans are so hardworking because they've been working 48-hour weeks up until now. 40 hours itself is still way too much in the big 25 coming up to 26. If I become president in the future, just know I'll do 30-hour work weeks. I shall still get sued for $1 million by a robot company. This is due to him going on stream with the robot and beating it up, apparently breaking it. I get a lawsuit. But $1 million?
Nah, they're just trying to come up, bro. They just kind of get some money, bro.
Gonna be worth more than $15,000 to make. I hope he wins just off the bullshit number they're throwing. Activision announces they're no longer doing back-to-back releases of Call of Duty games. This was due to the last game release, Black Ops 7, being on by everyone universally. The game is so bad. It was released this year.
Bro, I haven't played an actual Call of Duty since Black Ops 3 on PS4, bro. What's the best Call of Duty ever in your guys' opinion? Mine is Black Ops 1, but a lot of people say Black Ops 2.
Is already on sale for $30. People have been saying instead of releasing a game every year, wait a couple of years, then release something crazy. Australia officially banned social media for people aged 16 and under. They released the list of what's banned and not banned, with the obvious culprits being banned. But weirdly enough, they left Discord to not be banned. If you wanted to protect—
That's grooming central, by the way, bro. Yeah.
This should be the first one being
facts.
It shows you how older generations genuinely have zero knowledge on things with the youth and what happens. The ban is poorly implemented too because people have bypassed it with printing out pictures. The architects of AI get named as Times Person of the Year. Can't wait to see all these dudes go bankrupt when the AI bubble pops. Zootopia 2 becomes the fastest PG rated film to make $1 billion.
Really? I never even watched that movie, bro. Was it fire? Did you all watch it, bro? I watched the original Zootopia, bro. Everybody, we all loved freaking Judy Hopps, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Back in the day, that was like— okay, I'm gonna start sounding like an animal lover and not in a good way.
Officially retires, ending his legendary 23-year run. WWE might be cooked after this. Like, what does it have, Logan Paul? There's not a single soul there right now that could live up to this status. We salute you off, King. The Oscars decides to move to YouTube starting in 2029. It's crazy seeing the tides change growing up and all the old media dying off. And
facts, bro. Now everything's going to Twitch, YouTube streaming, and you can especially see it when like artists from the back of the day are like streaming out, like Justin Bieber, bro. Why are you streaming on Twitch? I mean, like, shout out to you, do whatever you want, but bro, come on.
Coming to social media. Okay, this time
it actually happened.
The Epstein Files by law officially released on December 19th. And you'll be glad to know that no official politicians were shown in it except Bill Clinton. Meaning Trump did nothing wrong, our politicians did nothing wrong, and we can all move on.
Yeah.
Talk about blacking out. I don't know if I can get a close-up of my phone. This is one of the—
like, what was the release, bro? We didn't get to see nothing.
Documents that the Justice Department released. It's 100 pages.
Right,
this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see. It's all black. It's just 100 pages of redaction. That's the transparency we're getting here.
I don't even understand why they released it when this was going to be the result.
Like,
they
what?
really rolled the out like how Cardi did I Am Music. We got pictures.
No, Cardi at least released the freaking album at some point, bro. They didn't release nothing.
Winnie the Pooh with it for some reason. More framing of Michael Jackson, who it's already proven by a victim he did nothing there. This man has been gone for 16 years and is still getting—
they're trying to like shift the blame. I think that's what it is, bro. Low key.
False allegation slander. Crazy. They made a mistake though because they got Trump on
one line.
In a court case from 2020, it's explained that Epstein introduced a 14-year-old to Trump. He then elbowed him and said, "This is a good one."
Right? What? A good
Trump
what?
Then smiled and shaked his head in agreement.
A couple people in the government definitely getting killed over this one.
Damn.
I can almost guarantee some—
if they were gonna blur something, they had to blur that one. Low key, bro. Trump,
intern there completely forgot to take this out. There's no defense for a 60 or 70-year-old man to not know the age of a goddamn 14-year-old child. To me, the way it looks, either way, he's
Yeah, there's no 14-year-old boy or whatever the heck that looks like they're 18, 19, 20, bro. No, bro, not in this case. I don't believe it.
If he says he didn't know her age, people will say, how can you not tell that's a child? And
Yeah.
if he lies and says it's fake news, the most likely outcome, he'll look more guilty. According to one of the main politicians, Ro Khanna, who led the effort to release it, they only released 2.5 gigabytes out of 300 gigabytes.
Bro, what type of release is this? This is the worst release ever.
Not even 3 or 4? How many people were involved in this? And the
Not even 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7? 6, 7, 6, 7.
day after, they started removing the couple of photos that Trump was actually in the files on, which weren't even photos of him doing things with anyone. It was already public photos Epstein had with him. I can't fathom a US government being this incompetent and thinking people are this stupid. It's not the 70s. We got internet and social media where we see everything now. I hope we see more in the future, and all the people involved in this have to be kicked out the government.
Yeah.
I'm sure in the next year's timeline, I'll be covering the impeachment and arrest of the people who covered this up. Jake Paul fights Anthony Joshua, getting knocked out in the 6th round.
Wait, this is like 2 days ago. Damn, the video's almost over. I'm just realizing, bro. Damn.
And getting his jaw broken. Huh. Surprise, surprise. When Jake Paul doesn't fight a senior citizen or a random homeless man he found in the street, he gets completely clobbered and folded on the spot. To me, that's a perfect way to end off the year. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of 2020.
Damn, bro. Unless something crazy happens at the end of this year, like the last couple, like 1 week, bro. What if like a bomb freaking You know what? Let me not say anything crazy. My bad.
That watched me this year, we going for the milli for sure by next year.
Yes.
Make sure to sub to my second channel in gaming. This is definitely one of the hardest videos I've worked on myself, and I'm hoping 2026 will heal us for the better. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Shout out Tommy, bro. That was a crazy good video, bro. Hour-long video, bro. That was an entire movie. Anybody who stuck around to the end of this video, bro, shout out to you. This is the longest video I've ever reacted to in my life, ever even recorded in my life. Actually, no, that's not true. I recorded a longer video than this before, but I just edited it down on my main channel. Either way, that was 2025 in a nutshell, the entire 2025 timeline. Let me know what you think is the craziest moments of 2025. Did you like 2025? How was it for you? Let me know in the comment section how you feel and what you're looking forward to in the next year, bro. As I said before, thank you guys for making my 2025 amazing, blessing me with 2 YouTube plaques, bro. I'm eternally grateful. I mean, the second one hasn't even came yet, but like, it's coming, bro. Let's be real. Either way, let me not yap too long. I know you guys have been here forever, and anybody who's watching right now, yo, you are actually amazing, gorgeous. Comment down below what you want to see next. Sub to this channel, sub to the main channel description. Follow on IG. Also, have a great rest of your day. It's love below. I love you, and I'm out.